Hi there, welcome to the Brown Lounge. I'm Holly Brown, and today I have Erin Coopy with me. Hi, Erin. Erin is a wonderful chef. She's a trained chef, and she teaches others to cook all around the greater Seattle area. And she cooks everything, from Moroccan food to Spanish to French, you name it, she does it. And so, and also you're a cookbook author now.
I am.
Yeah, that's exciting.
My first cookbook will be out in August. It's called The Kitchen Pantry Cookbook, and I'm very excited.
I am excited too. Well, you know, Erin has this wonderful sort of repertoire of things that she does, and since we're putting together a Mediterranean menu, I asked her to collaborate with me and come up with some great menus that really reflect a nice sort of travel experience, culinary travel experience through the Med. And this dish is a great reflection of Greece, which is one of our stops along the way,
Absolutely.
right? So tell us what we're making and tell us what goes in it.
We're making a vegetarian dolmades. And dolmades are grape leaves that are typically stuffed with rice, but also can contain meat. In this case, this is a vegetarian stuffed grape leaf. It incorporates some mint and some onion and a little lemon, and we finish it with an avgolemono sauce. Avgolemono is a very traditional combination of egg and lemon that is really throughout Greece. Sometimes it's a soup, sometimes it's a sauce, but in this case we're going to use it for a sauce for the dolmades.
It's just beautiful and smooth. So we've got these beautiful grape leaves. It's going to be a wonderful dish. Stick around. Erin's going to show you how to make dolmades. This is a vegetarian style dish to represent sort of our first stop along the way of our Mediterranean menu, and we're stopping in Greece. Okay, we're here at step one of the dolmades, and it's really important to understand how to work with grape leaves.
Absolutely.
Right? So, Erin, tell us a little bit about how we, how grape leaves come to us if we don't live on a vineyard. We're not, picking them ourselves, which I think most of us aren't, although we might like to be.
Right.
So, what do we want to do with the grape leaves?
Well, typically grape leaves come in a jar. And when they're packed, they tighten them up like cigars. So they roll them all up nice and tight, and then they're blanched and kept in a brine. So when you open up that jar, you need to pour the brine off, but you'll find that that leaf wrap is pretty tight. So the best thing to do is take that little cigar-style roll, put it in a bowl of cool water, and then after about 5 minutes, the leaves start to loosen a little bit. So you can peel them away more easily, and then you want to pat them dry and stack them all the same way on a plate. Stem side up, because that's not the pretty side. So we want that shiny side, the top of the leaf, to go down, and the stem side to be up. And also, sometimes you find that the stem itself coming off the leaf is a little long, and you want to trim that back so it's no longer than a quarter of an inch.
It'll be a little bit tough too if it's really showing.
Yep.
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
So this is the first thing you want to do, because you definitely don't want to take these leaves right out of the brine. They'll definitely be you'll just taste that brine, and you don't want that. So this is sort of the basis. Next, we're going to show you how to make the filling. And then when our guests arrive, we're going to do some communal cooking, and we're going to actually show everyone how to wrap and roll, so to speak, right? So that's when the fun's going to begin. We're definitely going to have some drinks in our hands when we get to that step. So we'll show you step two, which is how to make the filling for these beautiful dolmades.
For step two, in stuffing the grape leaves, we're going to make the filling. We start by putting some olive oil in a pan over medium heat, and then to that we add some fresh herbs, including scallions, mint, and parsley. We saute the herbs for about 2 minutes. They're already starting to get really fragrant. And then we add in a little bit of garlic. Again, make sure your heat isn't too high, because garlic can scorch really quickly. And once that garlic begins to get fragrant, we want to add in the rice. Now, this is a short grain rice, arborio, which is similar to what you would use for risotto. I rinsed it just a little bit to take some of the starchiness off and give us a fluffier dolmade in the end. And once the rice gets coated with oil, and we mix all those herbs around, we want to add in 2 cups of water, some salt, and a little lemon zest. When I'm using a microplane grater, I always try to only push away on the grater. If you go back and forth with the same amount of pressure, you end up flattening those little tiny blades. So it's always good to just press away. Once that's all mixed together, we want to bring it to a simmer, cover it, and let it cook for about 10 minutes. The rice isn't going to be completely cooked, but that's okay because we're going to finish cooking it when we wrap it in the grape leaves and steam them at the end.
So step 3, this is going to be the fun part, right?
Yep,
we're going to roll these beautiful grape leaves. And so tell us what your technique is.
I always start with my leaf laying on my cutting board, shiny side down, so the root or the stemmy side is up, okay? This is because finished, we want the shiny side up. So we want all this root stuff kind of taken away. All right, then I fill it with about 2 tablespoons, not a lot of rice, but about 2 tablespoons. Then, and by the way, I usually place that rice right over the base of the stem.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I fold the base of the leaf up over it. I use my fingers to kind of tuck it back into place, and then I begin to fold the sides in. Now here's the thing, everybody thinks you fold the sides in and you're done, you just roll, right? But then you get kind of a flare, so don't feel like you have to get it all there at one time. So I fold the sides in, I start to roll, and I continue to tuck as I go. And just tuck and roll and tuck and roll.
And
all the way out to the
that is
end.
really important. Look at how clean that looks. It does look like a cigar.
Now, here's the other key. When you finish the roll, you want to place the dolmade in your palm of your hand and give it a gentle squeeze, because that helps the leaf to seal back on itself and it won't explode when you go ahead and steam it.
Yeah.
And that's all there is to it.
Beautiful.
Well, once we've rolled all the dolmades, we need to steam them to finish cooking them. If you don't have a steamer, you can place a small plate at the bottom of your pan.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
And then you place all the little dolmades around in concentric circles. And when you get to one layer where it's full, you just start another layer right on top of it. And if you have some extra grape leaves, you can place them over the dolmades to help them steam more quickly. You could also place another plate in there. So we add a little water, we pour a little lemon juice and olive oil over the top, steam them for about an hour, and they're ready to eat.
So I can't wait. We're going to get these steaming, and then we're going to be ready to eat. We're going to enjoy them with that wonderful egg lemon sauce. Okay, ladies, are you ready for a little Mediterranean finale?